Hey guys, it's Christina. How's it going? So I wanted to show you one thing I've been doing for many years, and it's been awesome because my students can collect some of the different things we've done in various lessons. They have something to refer to, and it's getting them to interact with their learning, and that is making these interactive notebooks. So I wanted to tell you all about them and how I put these together with my class. Okay, so the cool thing about these notebooks is you can do them online, or you can do it in an actual notebook. It's up to you. So if you're doing online learning, this is something you can still do. And I just do it in my classroom as well. So however you want to do it works just great. Okay, so one thing I like to do is I like to have different notebooks for each subject I'll teach. So I like to have a math one, I like to have a science one, and one for writing. And then you could also have one for social studies or other topics as well, but I just like to keep them all separate, and so, you know, it's kind of organized. Or you can get one big spiral notebook that's divided into sections and do it that way as well. Okay, so the first thing I have them do is decorate their cover. So I have them write down the subject that their notebook is for. So this one's for science. And then I'll have them put a few things that represent science on it to them. And they really have a fun time decorating it. Sometimes they've even printed something off and will glue something and make the cover. Or I've even seen people put their cover right there too and decorate that. So however you want to do it. And then I also have them write their name on it as well. The next thing I like them to do is to create a table of contents. So I'll have them just write table of contents at the top, and then I'll explain this part in just a moment. But I have them go through and I have them number each page in their notebook, which takes time, but it helps keep things a little bit more organized. So that way, let's say our experiment was called Sum of All Parts. Then I'll write sum of all parts was on page 1. So that way they can find all the different things we've done in their table of contents. Another thing I really love to do is to give them some Post-its, and I'll try to get a whole bunch of different colors just to make it fun and colorful. And I separate it in different ways. This notebook, I have it separated into the different subjects we'll cover, or the different topics we'll cover. I've also done where they will put one section is for their notes, one section is for scratch paper, maybe one is for them to do practice problems in their book. So you can decide how you want to organize it that way. There's a lot of really fun things that I like to put into their notebooks. So for example, let's say we were doing something for matter. I like to do a lot of different foldables and stuff. We'll make the foldable and we'll glue it in. So here's an example of one we actually did this year. And I just have them take a piece of paper and they just fold it like this. And they'll cut it in all those different places, and we like to make this little foldable. And so I'll say, okay, write solid plus heat, and when you get a solid and you add heat to it, it makes a liquid. So what they'll do is I'll have them go through and create pictures to go with each one. So I'll say, okay, maybe for the first one we could show a crayon, and then we could show it being out in the sun, so we'll draw the sun, and then we'll decide, okay, what's the crayon going to look like once it's out in the sun? And then they'll draw the result of what it's going to look like. So after we're done making our foldable and creating it, I'll then have them glue it in. We'll put a title and we'll put it into their table of contents. Another thing I like to do is when we're taking notes, I'll try to make it really fun for them. So let's say we're watching a little Bill Nye video clip and I wanted them to get a few things from it. I would have them do like a big 1, 2, 3, and then they would come up with 3 different things they learned from the video. Or I'll say, list 3 different chemical reactions, or something like that, and they'll go through and write their notes in. And I'll say, okay, you can decorate each number, but make sure it's kind of big. So there's all these little fun ways you can have them take their notes. And you can do foldables, like I said. You could also do sorts. Like if they do a sort, they can glue in their whole sort into their notebook. So once they have all these notebooks put together, the nice thing is they can go back, they can review different things we've done, or they just have all these different things to reference as they're doing an assignment. So it's just a really nice way for them to collect things and maybe to remember things as we learn about it throughout the year too. Okay, that is how I put together my interactive notebooks with my class. And again, you can do these online. I do have a few that I've done online before for social studies topics, and those are really great as well. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.